earlier in my career, I realized that not everybody loves transformation, not everybody loves change. And AI is maybe 20% of it, and 80% is really how you drive the change management with people and processes. I'm Janelle Aydin. I'm the Chief Procurement Sustainability Officer for Kraft Heinz. I'm actually really big on process improvement. I think I've gotten that throughout my career. And I think the learning that I had there was that when you come into a new company, you really can't assume. Can't assume, what's going to work. Can't assume that the playbook that you've used before is going to work in the same way. I spent 20 years of my career in one company, and then I moved about 3 years ago to Kraft Heinz. And I think through a number of different examples, I had to take a step back, things that I wanted to go faster on, things that I wanted to drive transformation more quickly. I looked at one of our approval processes for contracts, and coming from an organization where we had actually just simplified that process, I was ready to jump straight into, let's just simplify it, let's do it like this. And so it took a lot of cross-functional engagement, talking to our business partners in legal and finance, and to be able to understand more why we were being a little bit more conservative and what the context was and what the cultural differences were. And so we ended up moving and simplifying. There was alignment to do that, but we needed to sort of do a step one and then a step two later. This world is not a one-size-fits-all. Even if we know what some of these best practices are, they have to fit for the company, the moment, and the culture that you're in. More than half of the journey on transformation is actually bringing people along with you. We maybe don't realize that when people aren't on board with your vision, that they might actively be working against it. They're the naysayers, they're the cynics in the business. So if you have a clear North Star of where you're going, I think it's easier for people to then get on board. So focused priorities, consistently repeated in multiple different ways. And then also the people who are excited about change, the people that want to hear about transformation, figuring out who those people are and using them to help bring their colleagues along. If you take that from the beginning, I think it really speeds up your ability to implement transformation.